Morning everybody, happy Friday. It's Friday already, raring to go for the weekend I'm sure. So last maths lesson of today we're going to be looking at division, to have a quick revision on division so that you can remember how to do that. So I've given an example here. So if you are dividing by a small, if your numbers are small, we can either, there's two different ways that you can do it. So you can either look at what you're dividing by. So for example, you're dividing by 3. And you could use your timetables to count up to your whole number, which is 9. So we could do 3, 6, 9 to know that I've counted up 3 times to know how many 3 is going to 9. It is 3. Alternatively, we can use circle method. So we know our whole number is 9, and we know we've got, if we're dividing by 3, that means we're dividing by that there's going to be 3 parts. So I can draw 3 circles to show the 3 parts. So I'm going to show you on here, just like on there. So I'm going to draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. Then I want to share my 9. So I'm going to share them out one at a time. So I'm going to go between them all. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I can see that in each one there is 3. So I know that my answer is 3 because in each one there is 3. Because remember, when we're dividing, they need to be shared into equal groups or equal parts. Now, if the multiplication that your division that you're looking at is in the times table that you're dividing by, so say you're dividing by 3, if it is underneath, the number is below 12 times 3, which would be 36. If it's a smaller number, then obviously we can just use our times table or the original method. Now, sometimes the number actually is bigger. So I'm going to show you a method now to recap how we could actually solve this. So I have got the question, I want to do 42 divided by 3. Now 42 divided by 3 is a really big number, so what we're going to do, we're going to partition it down into 2 different numbers. So this is why, so I'm going to do 42 divided by 3 to find the answer. Now we're going to split partition 42 into 2 numbers. Now if we look what we're dividing by, we can go 10 times bigger. So I know 10 times bigger is 3 is 30. So one of my numbers is going to be 30. Then I want to know how many have I got left over to get from 30 to 42. Well, I've got from 0 to 2 ones, I've got 2 ones. And from 3 to 4 tens, I've got 1 10. So I know my other number is 12. Now, what we can then do is we can then divide these by 3 because they're smaller numbers. So I can write 30 divided by 3 and 12 divided by 3. So I know that these are in my timetable, so I can, in my 3 times table, so I can work them out. I know that I've times that one by 10, and I know if I count up my 3s till I get to 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, this answer here is 4. So now what we need to do, we need to add these 2 numbers together. So we need to do 10 add 4 equals 14. So I know that 42 divided by 3 is 14. So that's just a way to do it. So if you've got a number, your whole number that you're starting with, if it's bigger than 10 times bigger than the number you're dividing by, so for example, but 10 times bigger than 3 is 30, because 42 is bigger than 30, this will be the method I would use to help. So I'm going to give you some questions. The help sheets that I've attached also onto the screen are also attached to the questions that are on Seesaw as well, for you to have a go at doing. So I'd like you to have a go at answering these. Challenge 1, which is this one here, they are all in the times table, so you need to use the first method, and then for the second questions, which are going to follow after these, which are on Seesaw as well, you will need to use the second method where they are larger numbers to have a go at doing. Now you could then give yourself, you could challenge yourself with your own questions, however remembering that some might have a remainder if you start to challenge yourself, and a remainder might be how many numbers are left over at the end. So have a go at doing those, and then have a look at the video, and I'm going to go through the answers and see how you got on. So these are the answers for your challenge 1. All of these were in the times tables that you were dividing by the number you were dividing by. So obviously some of them you might be able to have done really quickly if you knew your times tables, others you might have used your circle method to work out these answers. And then on challenge 2, these are your answers for challenge 2. they obviously were larger numbers, so you would have needed to have used your second method where you were partitioning to make smaller numbers to then find the answers out, but these were the answers you should have come up with.